Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Tracy, and welcome to our channel Retirement in Color, where we talk about our journey through early retirement, building our retirement home on lakefront property on Logan Martin Lake in Alabama, and moving across the country from Arizona to Alabama.
Today we're going to talk to you about how to prep your house for sale. Our journey involves building a new house, and in order to fund that, or fully fund that, we have to sell this house. And as in every home, there are lots of things you need to do all the time, because being a homeowner, it never ends. But there are things you should and shouldn't do when prepping your house for selling. For example, you shouldn't do a full kitchen remodel because you're not going to get all that money back. But you should spruce up your kitchen, make sure everything's clean and looks as good as it can. Bathroom remodels are the same thing. We've done some of these things over the last couple years because knew we were going to move, and we upgraded maybe the vanities in the bathroom because because we were going to continue to live here. But if we were just prepping our house for sale, we may not have done that. So there are some things, and we'll talk about that as we move through the video, things we've done and things we choose not to do because we want to get the most bang for our buck and make this house appealing to the most people we can.
Definitely. And make sure you stay till the end, where we will talk about some updates about what's happening with us in our next steps. So enjoy the video. One of the first things we did was some minor updates to our guest bathroom. It probably could have used a total regut, but in order to sell the house, that just wasn't necessary. So we replaced the old 1970s vanity, which was yellow and had some rust stains in the sink, with a more modern vanity, and we replaced the fixtures. It was also this dark green color, so we went ahead and brightened that up with a white color. It's not really showing in this video here, but you can see here we redid the walls to the white color. We didn't redo the floors because that wasn't necessary either, but you can see how nice and bright the bathroom came out, which is perfect for the resale.
In order to sell the house, we have to remove all personal items. These figurines, Superman, and there's also a Spider-Man that I acquired when Atomic Comics went out of business, and they left these behind. I saw them at the mall just sitting there for months, so I went in and negotiated with the management company at the mall to allow me to restucco the front of the building and slip them a couple $100 cash, and they let me keep the figurines, which made my game room fun and entertaining. They've now been moved to storage, and they will sit there, and someday in the very near future I will see them on my boathouse, so that I'll drive my boat in between them when I come home. And so here you can see the walls where they're repaired, and looks like they were never there. We did some other work in the room too, but made that room look nice enough to sell.
One of the first things your real estate agent is going to tell you is to declutter the house. And man, did we have a lot of stuff to declutter. This was just one of the 2 garage sales that we've had. They're a lot of work, so we decided 2 is enough. We probably could have had 3 or 4 garage sales to get rid of our stuff, but it was a good way to make a little bit of extra money.
Storm damage caused a couple windows in the house to be broken, and nobody wants to buy a house with eyesores or obvious problems, so we got these replaced, and they look great. And that's one more thing off the list, making this house ready to sell and get the most possible.
Another thing our agent told us is that people want the house to look light and bright, and he didn't really care for these red accent walls we had in the great room in the kitchen. So Joe and Vicky climbed up high to repaint those accent walls to the same color that was already existing in the kitchen. And I think it turned out really nice. The carpeting in our bedrooms was pretty shot, old, ripples and stains. And friends and family will tell you to just give a carpet allowance, but it's really important to listen to your real estate agent to see what the market wants. And the market that we're in now, they want things to look like a model home. So giving a carpet allowance didn't work for us. So we went ahead and replaced it, and it really made a difference.
The patio was one of the things that we debated most doing because we're selling a home that's a used home, and power washing left it dingy, so we decided to trust our experts and we went ahead and had it repainted, mostly because of this crack here. Didn't want it to appear to be a bigger problem than it actually is, so when we got it repainted it looked great, and it seems to revitalize the backyard and make it feel more inviting and open. You can also see that the paint was there. The water had done some damage to the bottom of the stucco on the paint, so I went ahead and spot painted that also to make it look better. And you can see that the before and after that crack, you can't even tell it was ever there. The backyard's looking great, and this is going to help us to get the most out of our house. Replacing the shower doors was another decision we made because I could not get these to slide right, so we've replaced them with new ones that look and feel great. They now slide exactly how they should, and I think that this is well worth the expense and the time. Also, I'm going to need to replace the existing shower fixtures because that's one of the things that buyers notice in a house, and it's well worth the effort and the minimal expense.
The front entry is the introduction to your house, so you want to make sure it's looking nice. And you can see by this really old, crappy light that it had to go. So we ended up replacing it with this nice, new, modern light, which really didn't cost much money at all. So this might not be an issue that everyone has, but we tend to collect bottles of booze. And trust me when I say we are not alcoholics because we rarely ever drink at home. But we did amass this huge collection of booze. So we decided to have a party with our friends and our coworkers, and we ended up giving away all of this booze by the end of the night while having such a great time.
Thank you for watching the video. I hope that while you've been watching, you've gained some valuable information that will help you in your journey if you're prepping your house for sale, so you don't spend too much money and you get the maximum return.
Yes, and what's next for us is we're actually hopping on a plane in just 2 days' time. We've narrowed our builder choice down to 3, and we're hoping on this trip we're actually going to pick our builder. So what makes it so exciting is that we are potentially going to be breaking ground on this home build in just a couple weeks. Not months, not years, how it's been in the past, but just a couple weeks. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see all the updates and hopefully learn the things that we're learning along the way as we go through this process.
Then some exciting news, since we're going to be retiring in less than 90 days and we're going to be without a home while the new one's being built, we've thought of some fun things to do. We're going to rent some furnished apartments around the country a month at a time and maybe spend a month in Yellowstone, or we'll keep you posted on that. Stay tuned.
Bye.